Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgam Ash, and this is RPG in a Box in part 2 of my Ash and Nil devlog series. Ash and Nil is just going to be a short experience, not really a game so much as it is a follow some instructions, get through the story. I might trick you into learning a bit. I just went through the asset library and imported, some stuff that I thought would be very useful for my second map. Actually, the first map that's going to appear in the game, which is going to be my studio. And I'm gonna have to embellish this a little bit, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and create some more tiles, because this is actually one of my favorite things about the engine, is making tiles. And the first tile I want to make is ash floor. I guess I've got kind of a, I don't know colors that well, dark aquamarine carpet. That's what we want. All right, we need to select a great color. Actually, this color is so much better than what my carpet is. Do a box mode, and then boom, sham, zapow. That is my carpet. Let's do another model. New, this is gonna be the wall. My walls. This is an impassable tile, and it needs to be going to the side like this. We need a different color. Like pretty much like that. That ought to do it, actually. Whenever I place this tile down, it should basically just be at the edge of the map and block character from walking at all. I think that'll do just fine. I think it'll do fine there at the end. One more, and that's the door to my studio. Let us recolor in box form these tiles, and then let us recolor in box form these tiles. And then we'll give my door a handle, which it's got a handle right there. And I think that's great. Although this is probably going to need to face the other way, huh? Let's delete that voxel. Wink. Now if I come over here and do it this way. I see an issue. Can't extrude that any further. Let's move you. Wink. Nope, not that way. Wink. Nope, not that way. I can't move it the way I want to, can I? Or does it depend on my orientation? Oh, it does. How lovely. I love it. Stop deleting the voxels, you fool. Here we go. Boink. There we go. That's the door. That's my door. Although there's going to be a gap here now. How to deal with that? One strip of aquamarine carpet. I bet visually it'll make sense. We'll find out. We're going to save this as ash door. Back to the map editor. And I need a room. I need to make my room. That's where the story begins. It begins right in my studio. My third bedroom that I call a studio. Well, we've got our floor tiles. That's easy enough. We can do a place mode of box to represent how big my studio actually is. And that's perfect right here. It's exactly, well, it's more like 9 by 12. So I guess actually this is already too big. But you know what? We won't worry about that. The walls place just perfectly. They are great. And then the door that leads out is not perfect. How shall I remedy this? How? We make it passable. Is that what we do? We just make it passable by default? Probably so, actually. So we'll go ahead and come that way. Put the doorknob on the correct side, and then I'll fill up the rest of this. Wait, that won't look right either. Ooh. I don't think I can do what I really want to do and keep this all nice and lined up. I'm gonna have to delete my doorknob. No, my doorknob. I guess instead of a tile, I can make this an object, right? I could do that instead. There's no reason why I couldn't do that. So let's do that instead. We'll add the voxel. Whoops, I really want that doorknob. Save it as an object instead. This is now ash door. Ash wall will now get saved as an object instead of a tile. Ash wall. Use the selection option to delete those walls. And now we have to place walls. So yes, now they go, oh no, that's gonna interrupt the pathing. Can't have that. We cannot have where it's one voxel on, yet it's going to completely take out the pathing for that tile. Oh no, what do I do? I also have to make a corner because I cannot place two objects on the same tile. Crap. I think I had this all figured out in my benchmarking project. I certainly had not these issues. All right, back to box mode, and we're just gonna take the floor tile and attach a wall to it directly. Floor tile's already passable. ash wall. I'd like a window. I actually forgot about windows. We'll make one. We'll make it silver frame. It's nighttime outside. The bees are chirping. The birds are frolicking. I don't know that that's going to convey that it's nighttime necessarily. I also have a curtain over that window, and I think it'd be kind of difficult to put the curtain in place. And I could try to make it, like, give it one of those cross deals, even though that's not how the window that I have works. But I think it'd be better if I just don't do that at all. It's usually dark outside when I record, except for when the sun comes up. It's kind of an accurate representation, except right now it's very light outside right now. But actually it's been pretty pitch black outside. I'll go ahead and keep that. I'll keep it. I'll save it as ash window, and we'll see if I end up liking it. I could also delete the tiles, and it would actually come across as a window, I think. I won't do that yet, but I'll keep that in mind. All right, once again, dark brown for frame, light brown for door, silver handle for handle. That's gonna be lovely. That's gonna be absolutely lovely. That, my friends, is the ash door. But wait, there's more. That door is actually in the corner, and I'm gonna need to, it's almost 1-for-1 voxel to inch in real life, that close to the wall. That's actually almost perfect. We're gonna actually save this tile as ash door because I'm not going to have a second door that's away from any of the corners. But I do need a regular as well corner. So we'll go back to box mode, recolor mode, and then zip sham powow. We've got that done. Let's take that little voxel out. There's our corner, and now we can save that as ash corner. I do have a second door in my room to my closet though. I guess I can put that down. All right, and then finally, I actually have those fun sound panels. Whoops. They actually might do better as objects. I don't know yet. I don't know because objects tend to kill pathing. I'll have to get some guidance from people on that because I'd rather they not kill the pathing. So I think for now, I'm gonna be done making voxels. And back to the map scene editor, and we are ready to lay down these tiles. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a slightly bigger room than I actually have. Pretty much right in the middle, so I'll give myself a 2-tile wide desk. The way that I think about it being laid out is not going to make much sense actually. So we'll actually be we'll be 4-tile like it is in real life. Don't encourage me to live out my fantasy of having a bigger studio and drawing it out in here, despite it being kind of the point of having all this in video game form, to have all of this fantastical stuff going on. It's okay. I'll make do with the studio size that I have for now. It'll be fine. About right there is my door. Here's the other stuff. Why is that? Oh, I gotta recolor that. I gotta recolor it. It's fine. There's the closet, walls. This is going swimmingly now. And they're Z fighting for right now while they're taking over. Oh, that corner is dark too. Wow. But then like after you set it down, there's no more Z fighting. It just outright replaces as it should. And that's that. That is almost an extremely, that's actually a very accurate take on my room, except for it's more like this. It's not a perfect square, but it's more like half the distance. I'll give myself the extra square footage. I'll be happy with at least that much. So, all right, the next thing I want to do is go back to the voxel editor because it turns out I'm not done with the voxel editor. We need to recolor, and we're saving that, and we need to recolor you, and we are saving that. Now, if I go back to my map, which is Ash World, all the colors are good. We're good to go. All right, I've got my window also. I'm going to place that where it is in the room, pretty much right there, dead center. Now we've got a pretty cute little room going on. I like it. It's all carpet, no rugs, no other exposed floor. We've got some separators, like for the panels and whatnot. I forgot to put the vent above my door. I guess I won't get that detailed with it. And I need a computer desk now. Computer desk I got imported. It's actually a TV stand. But we're going to go ahead and drop my character right into this room to kind of really feel out the realism. Oh, and I didn't think I was going to take it this far at all, but I'm going to go ahead and also let's delete all of this stuff for my next tile, for my next trick, and then I'm gonna make something that I know my fellow content creators are very familiar with. We're gonna go ahead and put it like pretty close to the wall like it is in real life. And I'm gonna have to work a bit on how this do. So what I need to do is make a tripod. Yes, that's right, tripod. But I think I've already got it figured out. So we're gonna lay some groundwork. Basically, we're gonna make some scaffolding, and then we are going to delete select tiles. That's right. Actually, I think that would look a little bit better. Yes, I think. Maybe not. Actually, I'll do well, this is not working out very well. I think I'll change my plan. We are making a green screen stand. Well, the one that I have anyway, from Newer. They did not sponsor this video, but I'm gonna say my green screen setup is pretty good. It's pretty good. I think if you were going to start out, actually it'll last you quite a while. If you were going to plan on growing at all, this is a good purchase. The Newer green screen stand. It's like, why is my camera? Oh, I see. I'm not actually moving my camera relative. It's absolute movement. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. We want this thing to be very diagonal. So again, building scaffolding. This time we're not going to make any strangely oriented voxels for the sake of creating a diagonal. We're just gonna go up just like this, all the way to the top. Actually does reach all the way to my ceiling, and that's good. That's good. We are now going to green screen on it. The green screen probably about this color. I'm not going to worry too much about the color because it's just not necessary. Not necessary to worry about it. Can't really do that the way that I want. Not that way. Let's try. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Oh, I mean, I'm going to end up deleting some of that at the bottom anyway. And it's actually not unrealistic for it to be away from the top like that, but we have to recolor anyways. So now we're deleting our scaffolding voxels, and actually just having it like that makes perfect sense. I think it's obvious what it is. I hope that it's obvious what it is. Now we're going to build the other side. We're basically going to go backwards. We're going to build it upside down. I think it's going to work out fine, don't you? Solid maybe. Whoops. I still have to build out like the scaffolding. There's no way around that. But it's so easy to delete so-called scaffolding that it's not an issue. It's just not an issue at all. If I had the money, I think that I would submit maybe this as the project. This is Project Spectrum 1, but this is going to be a lot of fun to work on. So I'm going to grow quite attached to this, I think, over the course of the next however long it takes me to make it. But if I had the money, I think that I would make this be the game that gets included as the sample game with RPG in a Box. If I could get that Indiegogo tier, which is still available, by the way. And to me, that looks like a green screen. I mean, that looks like a pretty budget build. I got a couple of voxels up here that need to go away. Bonk, bonk, bonk. But you can tell, I hope, what it is. Let me know comments if you can tell what that is. I'm going to recolor it. We're going to call that color 1, and then color 2 looks like that. So which one do you think looks better? I'm actually leaning towards color 2 now that I look at it, and nothing else on there needs to be changed or added, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Actually, I think I'm going to use I'm just going to save it as is. It's going to be Ash GS for green screen, and we're going to put that right into my map. Kind of hard to see because it's at the side there. No, it needs to be an object, not a tile. Well, that's tough. I got to wrap my head exactly around tile versus object and learn to think about how that's going to affect each entity's place. Well, entity is a term used by this game for events and such. How that's going to affect each thing that I place, and whether it can be pathed or whether it knocks out another tile. So let's open this back up. We're gonna turn it first of all because I want it turned. We are going to save it as an object. I might be totally wrong about this. It will encroach into the wall though because it's butted right up against it. So I'm also going to set that down and delete box style, that upper layer. And I'm going to save this as ashgs2. All right. Back to the map editor. Here, tile, object. To the top, there's my green screen 1, and it lays on top of a section of carpet, so we don't want that. There's my green screen 2, and it's going to be put pretty much right there, where it does clip with the wall, unfortunately. So, I would love for that to be butted right up against the wall, but I'm seeing what my issues are exactly. So the ideal wall in RPG in a Box, for me, seems like it's going to have to be one that is offset, one tile floor that I intend to use with it, just one strip down below. And that way my room would actually be a little bit bigger by one voxel all around, because I'd have to put the walls on facing the other way, where all of the dead space would be on the outside. And then I could still have my doorknob and all the walls would still line up, unless I'm missing something mathematically in my head. That's how I think it should work. Well, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put that here. And that's not quite how it's set up in my room, but that's okay. Actually, I have another idea. First of all, we're going to delete the one that I know is not going to work. Then we're going to double click on this one. I think I'll go ahead and can I select these voxels and move them as a group inward? That's what I would like to do. Oh my God, it works. It just works. Guess what? It'll now butt right up against the wall as intended. That is lovely. And I'll tell you what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and on the side that I brought in, that on the right, I'm gonna bring it towards me. Bring this whole thing towards me. Undo. I need to bring all of you. Whoops, that didn't work out very well. I need to select the whole thing. I need to turn off the selection. Deselect, please. Thank you. Whole thing this way. And that, my friends, is going to be a great representation of where it actually is in my room. I think I might go ahead and put my chair in front of it, to be honest. Yeah, that's actually perfect. And then the rest of these guys, we're gonna get rid of them. Oh my God. No, just want to select the tile only. My window. There we go. My studio is coming along. Ash and Nil is going to be a very short work. Unless I can add episodes to it, I think it would be a lot of fun to have like this sort of machinima, sort of cartoon almost that I put together with episodes that are completely made in RPG in a Box. And either through the power of RPG in a Box itself, I create this meta with all of these camera angles and dialogues and sounds going on at the same time, and I just play director, or I use the assets for videos that I make to do the exact same thing. That might be a little easier to do it the second way. Then I miss out on creating the thing purely in RPG in a Box, which I know can handle it. But it does present an interesting use case for RPG in a Box, making something that you can use as a machinima or piece of work that you're animating with 3D characters pre-built and all that. I would have a problem displaying subgraphics doing it the way with the video editor, so I think it does make a lot more sense to do it in RPG in a Box, because then I can display all of the subgraphics. It's my studio, guys. It's actually quite a bit more crowded and full in here than this, but what an awesome little representation. Also, the ceiling's higher than my skull, definitely, but maybe we'll leave that alone. I mean, it's stylized, it's an RPG, whatever, you know? And maybe we'll even make it a full-fledged RPG. I don't know yet. Anyway, exciting stuff. I'm motivated to continue, but I'm out of time for now. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short, I'm sure it's going to be short after I edit everything out, devlog, and hope that you could tolerate my incessant babbling on about just random game theory crap as it pertains to this. I will see you in the next video, and until then, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now.